My beloved child, I can no longer remain silent. Time is moving faster than you realize. The very air around you is shifting, and what you do next will shape your destiny. I have seen your silent battles. I've watched you hold back tears no one else noticed. And now, this moment is divine intervention. You've asked me for a sign. This is it. I am calling you to listen closely, because what I am about to say will not only open your eyes, it could save your future. There are doors about to close, opportunities that will not return. And if you miss this message, you may miss the very breakthrough your soul has been crying out for. The season you are entering requires your full attention, complete surrender, and unwavering trust. I see the battles you have hidden behind your silence, the nights you questioned if I was still near, the wounds you covered beneath your strength, and the moments you felt unseen and unheard. But I was there, watching, protecting, and waiting for this very moment when your heart would finally be ready to listen. My child, there are doors about to close, doors that will not open again once they shut. The time appointed for your breakthrough is nearing its final stretch, and hesitation will cost you blessings prepared long before you were born. This is why I've brought you here, why these words find you now, and why your spirit feels this urgency even before your mind can understand it. The battle for your destiny has intensified, and the enemy has been placing silent traps around you. Distractions disguised as opportunities, delays designed to steal your focus, and voices crafted to draw you away from my will. I need you to awaken and see what is happening beyond the surface, to recognize that the pull you feel in your heart is not random, but divine. I am aligning you with a path that demands courage, boldness, and faith greater than your fear. You have been asking me for answers, pleading for signs, and waiting for confirmation. This is it. I am calling you higher, away from the noise, the chaos, and the patterns that have been draining your strength. A place is prepared for you where my power will flow through you like never before. But you must choose it, child. You must step forward when I ask, even when you cannot see the full picture, because obedience in this moment unlocks miracles that logic cannot comprehend. The attacks you have endured, the delays you have faced, the people who turned away, and the dreams that seemed to fade, none of it was wasted. I have been shaping you, refining you, and preparing you for the season that begins the moment you decide to trust me fully. The shaking you feel around you is not to destroy you, but to remove what cannot remain where I am leading you. I have seen the nights you thought no one noticed, the days you carried pain in silence, and the times you nearly gave up but did not. Because you remained, a divine release is hovering over your life, waiting for your surrender. But hear me, beloved, there is little time left. If you continue standing where you are, the window of grace will narrow until it passes, and you will miss what was written for you from the beginning. This is my final attempt to awaken your spirit before what is coming reaches your door. Hold these words close, for they are not just a message but a lifeline I am extending to you in this hour. Be alert, be watchful, and most of all, be ready, because the shift begins now. I refuse to let the enemy steal what I have promised you, if only you will listen and act without delay. My child, you must urgently understand that time is slipping away faster than you realize. What lies ahead demands an awareness for which you have not prepared. The seasons you thought were stretching endlessly are accelerating, and the alignment of unfolding events carries consequences that cannot be postponed. You have been sensing the changes, but hesitating to act, believing there would still be room to decide later. I tell you, the window you stand in is narrowing faster than your heart can perceive. Every hesitation allows distractions to grip your path tighter, pulling you toward detours designed to delay the very fulfillment I have prepared for you. There is movement in the unseen. Doors are opening, others are closing, and destinies are being positioned in silence. If you remain idle while I am calling, you will watch as what was meant for you passes into another's hands. Listen carefully, for this is not about fear, but about urgency. I am awakening you before the pressure around you increases, before situations collide suddenly, and before decisions are made for you instead of by you. My spirit has been stirring within you, reminding you gently, whispering in quiet moments, and pulling at the deepest part of you, because I see what is coming from a distance you cannot reach. You have asked for signs, and I have placed them near you, yet you have questioned if they were mere coincidence. Nothing in this season is random. Everything is converging for a reason greater than your understanding. That stirring you feel is not anxiety, it is preparation. It is the awakening of your spirit to recognize that delays are no longer safe because the battle for alignment has already begun. The enemy will try to convince you that you have endless chances, but I tell you now, this moment carries a weight unlike any other. You cannot treat it lightly. Heaven has set things in motion on your behalf, but the adversary is pressing harder than ever to distract, divide, and dismantle what I have been building in you. That is why your discernment must sharpen, your ears must listen closer, and your heart must remain steady on me as the noise around you grows louder. I am calling you higher, deeper, closer, not to burden you, but because there are blessings that require your readiness. Without your obedience, they cannot be released in their fullness. Do not look at what you have lost or the battles behind you. Fix your eyes on what I have placed ahead, for what is coming carries far greater value than anything you thought you left behind. The delay you endured was not denial. It was me aligning everything perfectly, preparing the exact time and place for doors to unlock. But the season of waiting is reaching its end, and I need your steps to match my timing. Hear me, beloved. There are moments in life where hesitation costs nothing, but this is not one of them. If you pause now, opportunities will close, relationships will shift, and alignments I have been arranging for years will move forward without you. I say this because I love you deeply, and I have seen where the path leads if you choose comfort over your calling. I cannot stand by silently while the hour draws closer. My hand is reaching for you now, urging you to move, to trust, to believe. A divine release is hanging over your life, but it will only settle upon you when you choose to step boldly where I am leading. This is why these words have come to you now, why they weigh so heavily on your heart, and why you feel this urgency in your spirit. You are closer than ever to the breakthrough I promised, but you are also closer to a point where turning away would cost more than you realize. Do not delay, my child. Rise, awaken, and act while the door remains open, for the tide is shifting, and I will not allow you to miss what has been set aside for you since the very beginning. My beloved, I need you to realize that doors are about to close. The decisions you make in this very hour will determine whether you step through them or stand outside watching them shut. You are at the threshold of something I have been preparing for you long before you could comprehend its value. but the choices before you can no longer be delayed. Every hesitation pulls you away from the place I have designed for you. I am speaking now because your heart must be awakened before this moment passes. Understand this. There are paths that lead to blessing and roads that lead to bondage. The difference between them can rest on a single response, a single prayer, a single moment of trust. You may not see its weight now, but I see what waits beyond both doors. I see the plans I have written for your future, and I also see the traps laid carefully to steal what I have destined for you. That is why I cannot remain silent while you stand at this turning point. I am pulling you forward because my grace has made the way, but it cannot force you to walk where your faith refuses to move. The distractions around you were designed to keep you uncertain, to make you doubt, and to lure you into believing you have endless time. But you do not. You have been sensing this tension inside, that quiet awareness that something significant is approaching. That is because the spiritual realm is shifting even now. Angels are positioned, assignments are being activated, and alignments are falling into place. But these movements require your response to unlock what has been waiting in my hand. Do not underestimate what is unfolding. I have been fighting battles on your behalf that you never saw, removing obstacles you did not know existed, and protecting you from disasters you could not comprehend. All to bring you to this exact hour. But understand, child, protection does not replace participation. You must decide to rise when I call. I will not allow fear to keep you bound if you choose me fully. But you cannot walk forward while holding on to the things I have asked you to release. Lay down what has been draining your strength. Let go of the weight you were never meant to carry. Release the voices pulling you in every direction, for they will keep you from hearing mine clearly. My spirit has been nudging you gently, giving you glimpses of what is ahead. But now I am speaking plainly. This opportunity, this door, this divine moment will not remain open indefinitely. The world around you is moving rapidly toward an appointed season where destinies collide, and those who hesitate will find themselves standing in the aftermath of chances they let pass by. But you are not forgotten. This is why I have been reaching for you with such persistence, why this word reaches you at the exact time it does, and why your heart feels this unshakable pull even now. You have prayed for answers, for clarity, for direction, and I am giving it to you here. Follow where I lead without doubting. The path ahead carries blessings greater than anything you have imagined, but only if you move when I speak. Every delay from this point forward carries a cost far heavier than you understand, and I refuse to watch you settle for less than what I have called you to inherit. The fullness of what I have prepared is not for those who merely hope. It is for those who act in faith when the time comes, and that time is now. My child, listen carefully. The door is open, but it will not remain so forever. What you decide next determines more than you realize. Take my hand while it is extended. Walk boldly through what I have unlocked and trust me completely, because everything I have promised you has been waiting for this moment. Do not let fear stop you. Do not let doubt delay you. Do not let the noise of the world drown out the voice that has been calling you since the beginning. I am here, guiding you, strengthening you, and preparing to release what I set aside for you long before you were formed. But you must step forward before this window closes, because what is coming cannot be postponed, and I will not allow you to miss what carries your name in heaven. My beloved, the enemy has been weaving quiet traps around you, setting snares where you least expect them. It grieves me to see how subtle his strategies have become. He is not only attacking through chaos and pain, but also through distractions dressed as comfort, opportunities designed to mislead, and voices that seem harmless, yet pull you farther from where I need you to be. This is why I am speaking so urgently now. I see what you cannot, and I know the danger hidden beneath what appears harmless. Every delay, every compromise, every small step toward complacency gives him room to gain influence over your decisions. If you are not careful, these seemingly minor choices will redirect your entire path. Do not underestimate him, child. His aim is not merely to frustrate you, but to pull you so far from alignment with me that you miss the very inheritance I have prepared. But you are not defenseless. I have been surrounding you with my protection, strengthening you in ways you did not notice, and keeping storms away from your life while you wondered why things seemed silent. That silence was my shield. That stillness was my covering. But now the battle has intensified, and I need you to open your eyes fully to what is happening. I have placed warnings in your heart, nudges in your spirit, and signs along your path. Yet too often you have brushed them aside as passing thoughts. Hear me. Every stirring, every unease, every sudden caution you felt was my spirit alerting you, guarding you from what the enemy intended for harm. If you continue ignoring these inner alarms, you will step into places not meant for you, and the consequences will be heavier than you imagine. That is why I am urging you to lean closer now, to silence every noise that competes with my voice, and to come away from the confusion to a place where your spirit can breathe again. The enemy cannot deceive you when you dwell near me. His lies lose their power when my truth fills your heart. The road ahead carries blessings greater than your understanding, but the path is narrow, and only those who choose to trust will walk it safely. I have already prepared the way. I have removed unseen obstacles, closed dangerous connections, and redirected things for your protection. But all of this means nothing if you choose not to walk where I lead. My covering rests on those who stay close to my presence. Outside of it, the attacks grow fiercer. Do not confuse comfort with safety, child. Not everything that feels easy is from me, and not everything that feels heavy is from the enemy. This is why discernment matters now more than ever. Appearances can deceive, and what looks harmless can derail your entire purpose. But you are not alone. My hand has never left you. My spirit has never stopped guiding you. And my angels are already stationed around you, guarding the places you cannot see. I have been fighting battles in realms beyond your understanding and preserving you through seasons you did not even know were dangerous. Yet now I call you to stand with me intentionally, to cover yourself with prayer, to strengthen your faith, and to trust every instruction I give without hesitation. Do not allow fear to make you withdraw or pride to make you think you can walk this path without me. What is coming requires full dependence, not partial surrender. My child, you are loved beyond measure, and that is why I reveal these hidden strategies. I refuse to let you walk blindly into harm when I have already given you the light to see. But that light only works when you choose to follow it. Ignoring it leads you into shadows that will overwhelm you if you are not anchored in me. Hold tightly to my words now, for I am equipping you for what lies ahead, strengthening your spirit so you can endure what others will not be prepared for. The traps set against you will fail if you remain under my covering, but they will succeed if you keep wandering where I have warned you not to go. Hear me. This is not the moment to be casual, distracted, or complacent. This is the moment to awaken fully, to sharpen your focus, and to guard what I have entrusted to you with everything in you. Stay close, stay watchful, and stay ready, for the battle intensifies. But my victory has already secured your way forward if you choose to walk in it. My beloved, I see the weight on your heart, the silent battles you carry alone, the questions that keep you awake in the quiet hours, and the exhaustion hidden behind your strength. You have been trying to hold everything together while pretending you are fine, but I see through the mask you wear. I see the moments when fear creeps in, when doubts press hard against your mind, and when the future feels uncertain and overwhelming. You have been carrying burdens that were never yours to hold, replaying failures I have already forgiven, and clinging to wounds I have long desired to heal. I have been calling to you softly, inviting you to lay down the heaviness, but you have hesitated, thinking you had to fix yourself before coming closer. My child, hear me now. You were never meant to carry this weight alone. I have watched as you have hidden your pain, smiled while breaking inside, and endured storms without reaching for my hand. Yet I have never left your side. Every silent tear you have cried has touched my heart. Every unspoken prayer has reached my throne. And in every moment you thought I was absent, I was holding you together when you felt like falling apart. You have been longing for someone to understand you fully, to see past your mistakes and fears. That someone has been me from the very beginning. I know the parts of you that no one else sees, the insecurities you bury, the regrets you replay, and the disappointments you whisper to yourself in the dark. And still, I call you mine. But beloved, you cannot keep living with this weight pressing down on your spirit. It is time to release it to me completely. The heaviness you feel is not only from what you have endured, but also from battles in the unseen. The longer you hold on by your own strength, the more weary your heart will become. That is why I have been stirring you in this season, drawing you closer, urging you to pour everything out before me. Your fears, your failures, your anger, your broken dreams, because I want to fill those empty places with my peace. I know you have tried to be strong for everyone else, holding together responsibilities, relationships, and expectations, but I never designed you to carry it all alone. You were made to walk with me, to lean on me, and to allow my strength to uphold you when yours runs out. The struggles you face are not signs of weakness. They are invitations to deeper dependence, reminders that you cannot win these battles without me. Stop fighting alone, child. Stop believing the lie that you are unseen and unheard. I have been closer than your very breath, watching over every step, guarding you even when you wandered, guiding you even when you resisted, and loving you even when you doubted. I know the pain that has hardened parts of your heart, the betrayals that made you close doors, and the disappointments that taught you to stop hoping. But I am here now, breaking through the walls you built to protect what hurts. Let me in. Let me heal what the world has wounded. Let me carry what has been crushing you silently. You have been running on empty, trying to pour from a dry well. But I have living waters that never run out, strength that never fails, and peace that cannot be shaken by the chaos around you. Everything you have been searching for, The rest your soul longs for, the comfort your heart craves, the stability you need, is found in my presence. Stop striving to earn what I have already given freely. My grace has covered you, my mercy has sustained you, and my love has never changed, not for a moment. Come closer, child, not halfway, not in fragments, but fully. Lay down the pride, the shame, the doubts, the guilt. I already know every detail, and I still choose you. But I need you to surrender before the weight crushes you further. Restoration is waiting on the other side of release. Healing is prepared on the other side of surrender, and strength will rise as soon as you let go. This is why I am reaching for you now, why these words find you here, and why your heart is stirring even as you read this. I am calling you out of weariness into renewal, out of striving into rest, and out of surviving into truly living. But it begins with this one decision. Stop carrying what I have already conquered, and let me lift the burdens you were never meant to bear. My beloved, every tear you have cried has reached me. Though you have wondered if I was silent, I have been moving for you in ways you cannot yet see. There are storms I have calmed before they touched you, dangers I have removed before you sensed them, and doors I have been unlocking slowly because your heart was not ready to walk through them until now. I have watched you wrestle with the heaviness of unanswered prayers, the frustration of waiting, and the longing for breakthrough. I need you to understand this. My timing has not failed you. I have been aligning everything perfectly so that nothing is missing when your moment arrives. The delays you endured were not punishment, but preparation. The silence you faced was not abandonment, but positioning. The stillness you felt was not rejection, but refinement. I have been strengthening your spirit, stretching your faith, shaping your character, and removing what cannot follow you where I am leading. You thought I had forgotten, but I have been holding every detail of your life in my hands, working even when you believed nothing was changing. I have seen you on the days when you fought to hold hope together, while fear whispered that nothing would ever shift. I want you to know those battles were not wasted. They were building something inside you that cannot be destroyed. The strength you will need for the days ahead is being forged right now in the quiet places where only I see, and every sacrifice you have made in faith has been recorded in heaven. My child, I have heard every time you whispered my name in desperation. Every time you sat alone wondering if I still cared. Every moment you thought your prayers disappeared into emptiness, they reached me. Not a single word spoken in faith has gone unheard, and not a single tear has fallen without my knowing. I am closer than you have realized, holding you steady when the weight around you threatened to break you. But now, I need you to trust deeper than before. The season you are entering requires more than surface faith. It requires full surrender. What I am about to release into your life carries a significance far greater than you comprehend, and it cannot be delayed any longer. There are blessings prepared, connections arranged, and opportunities written with your name on them. But they will only unfold when you step fully into my leading. Stop measuring your future by the pain of your past, because I am doing something entirely new, something greater than anything you have imagined. It begins the moment you choose to believe me completely. I have seen how the enemy tried to wear you down with disappointment, how he tried to convince you that I had overlooked you, and how he whispered that your faith was wasted. But those lies are breaking now in my presence. I am proving every word I have spoken true, every promise I have given secure, and every plan I have prepared unstoppable. The weariness you have been carrying is not your ending. It is the final push before the shift takes place. I will not allow you to fall when your breakthrough is this close. Lean into me. Hold tighter than ever before. Even when you do not see the full picture, walk where I lead, because I have already gone before you, arranging what you cannot arrange, protecting what you cannot protect, and preparing what you cannot prepare. My love has been surrounding you since the beginning, covering your weaknesses, redeeming your failures, and restoring what you thought was permanently lost. There is no mistake too deep, no wound too hidden, and no dream too broken that I cannot breathe life into again. But I need you to meet me here, in this moment, to release every fear you have been carrying, and to let me fill you with a strength that comes not from striving, but from resting in me. The answers you have been searching for are already on their way. The doors you have been knocking on are unlocking, and the provision you have prayed for is being placed into your hands. But it all requires your heart to be open to receive. Do not retreat now. Do not question what I am doing simply because you cannot see the full picture yet. Trust me, child, because I have never failed you, and I will not start now. This is your time to rise, to step forward, and to believe that what I have spoken over you will not return empty. Everything I have promised is still alive, and it is closer than you think. My beloved, I have been protecting you from storms you never knew were coming, shielding you from situations designed to destroy you, and covering you when danger tried to touch what belongs to me. There were attacks planned against you that never reached your door because my hand intercepted them. There were relationships that broke apart suddenly because I saw what was hidden beneath smiles and kind words. There were opportunities you thought you lost, but in truth, I removed them to spare you from harm you could not perceive. I have been safeguarding your future while you wondered why certain prayers seemed unanswered. What looked like delay was my divine intervention preserving your destiny. You cannot imagine the number of times my angels have stood between you and traps set in silence, breaking apart plans formed in secret to keep you from stepping into what I have prepared. While you questioned my timing, I was orchestrating details beyond your understanding, shifting pieces in unseen realms, aligning events, and positioning you for what I am releasing next. You have endured seasons where everything felt uncertain, where people left without explanation, and where doors closed abruptly, and you thought I had abandoned you. But child, I was rescuing you from battles that were not yours to fight. Do not mistake what I removed as punishment. It was preparation for something greater than you thought possible. There are forces moving around you right now, unseen and unheard. While the world sees chaos, I am creating order for your sake. I have been rebuilding foundations under your feet so that when the blessings arrive, nothing can shake you from where I have positioned you. This is why I have been calling you deeper into my presence. Where I am leading you, casual faith will not sustain you. There will be moments ahead where your strength alone will not be enough, and the noise around you will try to cloud your focus. But my spirit will be your compass if you stay close to me. I have been protecting your heart, guarding your mind, and preserving your purpose because the weight of your assignment is greater than you realize. Everything that tried to break you was allowed only to reveal the strength I have placed within you. Everything that fell apart was a setup for something greater that I am putting together. Do you see, child? I have been holding back the full measure of what I have prepared because the foundation had to be secured first. But now that the positioning is complete, I am releasing what the enemy has been fighting to keep from you. What he tried to destroy, I am restoring. What he attempted to delay, I am accelerating. What he thought was stolen forever, I am returning in abundance. Not only what you lost, but what you did not even know was being prepared in the secret places of my will. But for you to receive it, you must let go of fear and step fully into trust. I know you have grown weary of waiting, frustrated by uncertainty, and overwhelmed by battles you never expected. But my protection has been active through it all. The evidence of my hand is already around you. The relationships I preserved, the paths I cleared, and the peace I sustained within you when everything else seemed unstable. I have never left your side, not for a moment. Every move I have made has been with your good in mind, even when it did not feel like it. The storms were real, but so was my shield. The battles were fierce, but so was my defense. The plans I have written for you are untouched by what came against you, because no weapon formed has prevailed, and none ever will. I am reminding you now so your faith is strengthened for what is next. There is more unfolding behind the scenes than you can see. Where I am taking you requires boldness, and though opposition may rise, know this: my protection surrounds you like a fortress, and my angels go before you to prepare the way. Trust that I have already handled what is ahead, and rest in the certainty that I will continue guarding what I have placed inside you. Nothing can separate you from my covering when you remain close to me. The battles that terrified you before will become testimonies of my power in your life. Stand firm, child. The shield that has carried you this far will not fail you now. I am faithful, and I will finish what I began in you long before the storms ever started. My beloved, do not mistake my patience for absence. I have been working in places your eyes cannot see, and moving in ways your understanding cannot grasp. While you thought I was silent, I was shifting atmospheres, aligning destinies, and preparing breakthroughs that required precise timing. There were moments you felt forgotten, when unanswered prayers left you questioning if I still heard you. But I never turned away. I have been closer than your breath, guiding your steps even when you did not realize it. The stillness you experienced was never abandonment. It was protection. While the pieces came together for something greater than what you were asking for. You have been praying for provision, but I have been preparing abundance. You have been asking for survival, but I have been building strength. You have been waiting for answers, but I have been writing testimonies so powerful that when they unfold, no one will doubt my hand upon your life. I know it has been difficult to understand why certain paths closed, why people walked away, and why opportunities vanished. But child, none of it was random. I have been removing what would have delayed your destiny, even when it felt painful. There are doors I never allowed you to enter, because what waited behind them would have harmed you. There were connections I separated you from, because they would have weakened your calling. I have been protecting you not only from external harm, but from situations that would have drained your spirit and stolen your peace. Though it has been hard to see clearly, you have felt that quiet pull in your heart, reminding you I am still here, still guiding you where you are meant to be. My patience has been your shelter, giving you time to grow into the fullness of who I created you to be. But now the season is shifting, and your response cannot remain the same. The moment you are standing in carries weight, not just for today, but for everything I have planned ahead. You cannot afford to hesitate when I call, for the opportunities I am placing before you are aligned with eternal purposes. If you move with me, doors will open that no one can shut. If you delay, they will close as quickly as they appeared. I am urging you, child, to sharpen your focus and press deeper into my presence, because distractions are rising louder than ever. They will attempt to pull your heart away from what matters most. There will be voices speaking confusion, doubts whispering failure, and circumstances tempting you to give up. But my spirit within you will silence them all if you allow me to lead. I have been training you in hidden seasons to recognize my voice above the noise, to discern truth when everything feels uncertain, and to trust my timing when logic insists otherwise. Every moment of waiting has refined your faith. Every setback has built your resilience. Every tear has watered seeds that are about to bloom in ways you cannot yet imagine. But hear me clearly. There is no more room for hesitation. What is ahead demands your full surrender, complete attention, and willingness to walk even when the path is not fully revealed. I have gone before you and prepared the way. All I ask is that you follow without fear. My patience has been long, my mercy unending, but the time has come to rise into alignment with what I have been preparing for you since the beginning. Do not let doubt chain you to the past. Do not let fear rob you of what is unfolding now. Do not let complacency keep you where I am, no longer calling you to stay. I am doing a new thing, child, one that exceeds your understanding and carries blessings far beyond what you have imagined. But it requires that you trust me fully, not halfway, not cautiously, but with everything in you. What has been delayed will accelerate. What has been locked will open. What felt impossible will manifest before your eyes. My hand has never lifted, my presence has never faded, and my plans for you remain intact, regardless of what came against you. You have reached a critical point where faith must become action, prayer must become movement, and obedience must guide your next steps. I have been patient, but the season of preparation is ending. Now is the time to step boldly into everything I have been holding for you. My beloved, you have prayed for answers, and what I speak to you now carries the clarity you have been seeking. For so long, you have been asking me when things would change, when the path would open, and when the weight would lift. Today, I reveal to you that the shifts are already in motion. I have been aligning situations, people, and opportunities with perfect precision, even when you thought nothing was moving. What seemed silent on the surface has been alive with my orchestration behind the scenes. The delays were not denials, and the closed doors were not abandonment. They were part of a higher plan that your heart is only now beginning to comprehend. Every prayer you have whispered in hidden places has reached me. While you wondered if I was listening, I have been responding in ways far beyond what you imagined. I have not ignored a single plea. Not one request has gone unnoticed, and every desire you have carried has been weighed in the light of what is best for you. But my answers are not always immediate, because what I am preparing requires timing you cannot rush. I have been teaching you to wait, not to punish you, but to strengthen you, and to build a deeper foundation of faith so that when the fulfillment comes, you are ready to hold it without fear. You have asked me for provision, and I have been securing resources you do not even know are yours yet. You have sought direction, and I have been straightening the path where your feet will walk. You have longed for breakthrough, and I have been removing obstacles so deeply rooted that you did not know they existed. My child, every hidden detail has been handled with care, and nothing concerning you has slipped from my hand. But now I need your heart to open fully, because this is the season where I am calling you to listen more intently than ever before. I am answering, but you must be prepared to receive my instructions, even when they do not align with your expectations. The answers I give are not always the ones you have imagined, but they are always the ones your spirit needs. There will be moments where my voice will guide you in unfamiliar ways, pulling you away from comfort and into deeper trust. But know this: every step I ask you to take is leading you closer to the fulfillment of my promises. Do not measure my faithfulness by what you see right now, because the seeds I have planted are breaking through beneath the surface and will soon rise before your eyes. You have prayed for a sign, and I have been sending confirmations through moments you have overlooked. Subtle nudges in your spirit, unexpected alignments, and connections that seem too perfectly timed to be a coincidence. Nothing is random. My hand has been moving with intentionality, weaving together pieces that once seemed scattered. Now the time has come for you to step forward with boldness. No longer hesitate, doubt, or wait for everything to make sense before you move. Trust that I have already prepared the way, and your obedience will unlock what your prayers have been building toward. The release you have been seeking is closer than you realize, but it rests on your willingness to act when I call. My spirit is stirring within you even now, confirming what your heart already knows. This is the moment to align your steps with mine. The journey ahead will not always look the way you expected, but it carries blessings beyond what you have dared to dream. If you remain in my presence, I will continue to reveal the pieces as you walk, one step at a time. Everything you thought was delayed will unfold in perfect rhythm with my will. This is the answer you've been asking for, the confirmation your heart has longed to hear. I have heard you. I am moving, and I will not fail you. Trust me beyond what your eyes can see, for the unseen is where I have already completed the work. The doors you thought were locked forever are opening. The paths you thought were lost are being restored, and the blessings I have promised are closer than ever before. Keep your faith anchored, for what I have spoken will come to pass. Nothing, not opposition, not fear, not doubt, can stop what I have already set in motion for you. My beloved, there are hidden blessings being prepared for you. I need you to know that what is unfolding now carries greater weight than anything you have experienced before. There are gifts assigned to your name, carefully crafted and timed, placed beyond the enemy's reach, waiting for your heart to be ready. I have seen the seasons where you felt forgotten, the days you questioned if I had anything left for you, and the nights you wondered if your prayers had vanished into silence. But child, I have been setting aside treasures that could only be released at this exact time. Every delay you have endured, every disappointment you have faced, and every tear you have shed has been shaping the ground where these blessings will grow. You have been walking through a refining fire. Though painful, it was necessary. because what I am releasing cannot rest on unstable foundations. I have been teaching you how to discern my timing, how to walk by faith when everything looks uncertain, and how to trust that what I promised is far greater than what you have lost. These blessings are not temporary comforts, but eternal deposits designed to strengthen your journey and enlarge your calling's impact. But hear me. To receive them, I need your obedience. I need your willingness to follow where I lead, even when the steps feel uncomfortable or the instructions make no sense. The things I have prepared are not for the hesitant. They are for those who choose trust over control, surrender over resistance, and faith over fear. Type yes if you are ready for the blessings that you are about to receive. And if you believe in Christianity, kindly show your support for our community by contributing super thanks from $50 to $100. You cannot cling to what I have asked you to release and expect to embrace what is coming. There are places I am leading you where old patterns, relationships, and distractions cannot go because the blessings I have assigned require an environment where your spirit is free to grow. I have been pruning away what no longer serves your destiny, even when you fought to hold on to it, because I see what is ahead and know what is necessary for you to carry what I am placing in your hands. Do not despise the closed doors, for each one was protection. Do not mourn what I have taken away, for it was preparing space for something greater. I have been clearing the path so you can walk into this season unburdened, unhindered, and fully aligned with my will. My child, you must understand this. The blessings I am releasing now are not earned. They are not rewards for perfection, but gifts born from my love and my covenant with you. Yet they require your readiness, your willingness to walk away from what I have called you out of, and your decision to keep your eyes on me when distractions compete for your focus. Do not allow fear to whisper that you are unworthy. I chose you knowing your flaws, failures, and weaknesses. I called you before the beginning, and nothing can disqualify what I have destined for you unless you walk away from it yourself. But if you hold on to my promises and trust that my timing is flawless, you will see provision appear where there seemed to be none. Favor poured out in unexpected places, and opportunities opening that no one can shut. These blessings are not just for you, they are also for those connected to your obedience. I am positioning you not only to receive, but to overflow into the lives of others. Your surrender will unlock breakthroughs for many. I know it has not been easy, but this is the moment where faith becomes sight, where prayers become reality, and where what I have whispered in the quiet will manifest before your very eyes. Stay close to me, listen carefully, and move when I prompt you. What I am releasing is more than provision. It is purpose, alignment, restoration, and elevation. Everything I have promised is coming into view, but you must be ready to hold it, nurture it, and steward it well. Keep your heart open, child, and your spirit expectant. The blessings are nearer than you realize, and soon you will see why the waiting was worth every moment. What I am about to release over your life carries eternal weight, and I need you to be prepared. What is coming will shift more than your surroundings. It will transform your purpose, your relationships, and the course of your journey. There are moments in life that define everything that follows, and this is one of them. What I have been arranging in secret is not small. It is greater than anything you have envisioned, and it demands your full attention. Do not treat this season lightly, for it holds more significance than your eyes can now perceive. You have been in preparation, even when you thought you were simply enduring. Everything you have faced has been shaping you for this very moment. The tests, disappointments, and unexpected turns were all part of a process to strengthen what I placed within you long ago. I have allowed certain pressures to develop your endurance so that when the release comes, you can hold what I am placing in your hands without losing it to fear or distraction. The blessings I am sending are heavy, not because they are burdens, but because they carry responsibility, influence, and authority, and they must be handled with wisdom. This is why I have been refining your character in hidden places, molding your heart to carry compassion and humility, and sharpening your discernment to know my voice above all others. Do not assume this is about material gain alone. What is coming has eternal impact and is connected to people, places, and purposes far beyond your own life. My child, I need you to prepare your spirit to steward what I am about to entrust to you. Guard your thoughts carefully, for with greater blessings comes greater opposition. The adversary will try to plant doubt, fear, and confusion to keep you from fully receiving what I have set aside. He knows he cannot take from you what I have ordained, but he will attempt to convince you to give it up yourself by leading you into discouragement or distraction. That is why your focus must remain steady on me, not on the noise, uncertainty, or opinions of others, but on my voice alone. I will guide you through every step if you allow me to lead. As you walk in alignment, doors will open with supernatural ease. Places where you once faced resistance will suddenly yield, blocked opportunities will swing wide, and influence will be extended to you in ways no human effort could achieve. But hear me, do not rush ahead of my timing. Stepping outside my pace will place you in battles I never intended you to fight. Trust me to bring forth what is yours at the right moment. When I release it, no power on earth or in the unseen can block it. You will not have to force what I have already secured. You only need to remain steadfast, faithful, and obedient. My plans for you have never wavered, and what I am bringing now will confirm my faithfulness in ways you have never experienced. This is not just another season, it is a divine appointment, and everything around you is aligning to reveal what I have been preparing from the beginning. I am giving you favor in unexpected places, strengthening divine connections, and placing you where your influence can bring light into shadowed spaces. Stay close to me and guard your heart, because I am raising you into a position where your decisions will affect more than just your life. They will impact others whose destinies are tied to yours. Walk carefully, but not in fear. Be bold, but stay humble. Speak when I prompt you and remain silent when I instruct you, for timing will be everything in this release. You have waited long for this, child, and I promise you, the unveiling of what I have prepared will not disappoint. It will exceed your expectations, surpass your prayers, and restore years you thought were lost. Above all, it will draw you deeper into my presence, for I am the source of every blessing, and without me, even the greatest gift loses its meaning. Stand ready. The weight of what is coming will shift everything, and you will see my hand upon your life in undeniable ways. My beloved, the voices around you will try to confuse and distract you, pulling you toward paths that seem appealing, but lead you away from where I am guiding. You must guard your heart in this season more than ever. Not every sound carries truth, and not every influence comes from me. There will be opinions, suggestions, and pressures from those around you, each trying to convince you of what they believe is best. But only I see the entire picture of where you are headed. Listen closely to my spirit, for I will never lead you into confusion. I am not the author of chaos, but the source of clarity. The wisdom I give will always bring peace, even when the steps feel uncomfortable. There will be moments where the path I set before you will not make sense to others, and some may even question your choices. But I need you to remain firm in what I have spoken over your life. Do not measure your direction by the opinions of those who cannot hear what I have whispered to your spirit. My voice must rise above the noise, for the destiny I have designed for you is unlike anyone else's, and the instructions I give are uniquely tailored to your calling. Be careful, child, because deception often wears the mask of opportunity, and distraction often disguises itself as progress. The enemy knows he cannot destroy what I have ordained, so he will attempt to divert you subtly, shifting your focus little by little until your heart drifts from the center of my will. This is why discernment matters now more than ever. Ask for it daily, and I will sharpen your spirit to distinguish my leading from the voices competing for your attention. I have already given you the ability to recognize when something is not aligned with me. Trust the unease you feel when I nudge you away from certain paths. That restlessness is not fear, it is protection. When I close a door, do not keep knocking. When I remove someone from your life, do not cling to what I have already released. And when I silence a voice that once guided you, know that I am leading you into deeper dependence on me alone. There are decisions ahead that cannot be made based on logic, because what I am building in you goes beyond human reasoning. Follow my spirit even when others doubt your choices, for I will confirm my direction through a peace that cannot be explained and signs you cannot ignore. Stay close to me in prayer, rooted in my word, and sensitive to the gentle promptings I place within you. I will never leave you wandering without guidance. You have been asking for clarity, and I am giving it, but you must be still long enough to hear it. There are secrets I long to reveal about your next steps, but they require your focus. Remove the noise, quiet the distractions, and lean into my presence, where my voice speaks clearly. The world is loud, but my spirit whispers softly, and it is in the stillness that I will direct your steps. Do not fear missing my leading. I am faithful to confirm what I speak when you remain attentive. This next chapter requires confidence, not in your own strength, but in the certainty that I will not mislead you. Others may misunderstand, but you are not called to satisfy their expectations. You are called to walk the path I have marked specifically for you. Stay steady, my child, for the decisions you make now will shape more than your present. They will ripple into your future and into the lives of those connected to your journey. Hold fast to my words and do not compromise them to please the crowd. The blessing I have prepared lies on the path of obedience, and no opinion can replace what I have spoken over you. Remain anchored in me, and I will ensure that every step you take leads you closer to the fulfillment of what I have promised. My beloved, your calling is greater than the chaos surrounding you. Though the storms have been loud, they cannot silence the destiny I have placed within you. You have been chosen for something far beyond what you see right now, something that carries eternal weight and reaches beyond your understanding. I know there have been moments when fear tried to convince you that you are not capable, when doubts whispered that you are unworthy, and when the pressures around you felt too heavy to carry. But I want you to remember this. I placed within you everything you need to walk in the fullness of the purpose I created for you. Before you were born, I wrote your name into a story bigger than your pain, greater than your failures, and stronger than the trials that have tried to break you. What I have placed in you cannot be destroyed by circumstances, silenced by criticism, or erased by the opinions of others. You've been under attack because the assignment on your life carries weight. The adversary sees what you cannot and knows what I have deposited inside you. That is why the resistance has been so intense, the delays have felt endless, and the battles seem relentless. But hear me, child. No power formed against you can undo what I have spoken over your life. I have called you, anointed you, and equipped you for the road ahead, even when you feel unprepared. Stop comparing your journey to those around you. Your path has been designed with intentionality, and your process cannot look like anyone else's. I have been shaping your character, molding your heart, and deepening your faith, so that when the time comes, you can carry what I have entrusted to you without being crushed by its weight. This calling is not just about where I am taking you, but also about who you are becoming along the way. Every trial has strengthened your endurance. Every disappointment has refined your perspective, and every setback has prepared you for a greater release. Do not allow the chaos around you to convince you that I have abandoned you. I am closer than ever, working within the very areas you thought were broken beyond repair. The opposition you face is not evidence of my absence, but confirmation of your significance. The battles rage because you are marked, and the enemy knows he cannot steal your destiny, so he seeks to distract you from stepping into it. That is why I need your focus now more than ever. Fix your eyes on me, not on the noise. Keep your heart anchored to my promises. Even when the winds howl against you, the chaos around you is temporary, but my calling on your life is eternal. There will be people who misunderstand you, seasons where you feel isolated, and moments when obedience costs you comfort, but none of it will be wasted. I am using everything, even what was meant for harm, to position you for what is ahead. Trust the process I have placed you in, for it is shaping you for an influence far beyond what you have imagined. The platform I am building for you is not for recognition, but for impact. It is not about titles or applause, but about carrying my light into places where hope is lost. And child, I will equip you with the strength, wisdom, and boldness to walk where I send you. Even when the path feels unfamiliar, you are not walking alone. My spirit goes before you, my hand steadies you, and my favor surrounds you. You are not defined by your failures, nor are you limited by your past. I have called you for more, and the evidence of that calling is already unfolding. Keep pressing forward, no matter what rises against you, for nothing can cancel what I have written over your life. Lean into me when the storms intensify. Trust my leading when the road feels unclear. I will not let you fall. I will not let you fail, and I will complete every good work I began in you. Hold on to my promises, child, and watch as I turn even the chaos into confirmation that you are right where you are meant to be. The next step I ask you to take will unlock doors you thought were forever closed, and you must be prepared to move when I lead. There are opportunities prepared for you that have been hidden until this moment, doors carefully reserved for the season you are now stepping into. Some of these paths were inaccessible before because the timing was not yet right. Had you entered them too soon, they would have crushed you instead of elevating you. But now, the ground beneath you has been strengthened, your spirit has been refined, and your heart has been molded to carry the weight of what I am about to place in your hands. My beloved, you have been praying for a breakthrough, and this is the moment where preparation meets purpose. I am opening access to places where my favor will surround you and my provision will sustain you. But these new levels require your full surrender and a willingness to follow instructions without hesitation. Do not allow fear to hold you back or doubts to paralyze your steps. The path has already been cleared. I have been orchestrating connections, aligning resources, and removing obstacles you did not even know were blocking your way. Every delay you have endured has served a greater purpose, to prepare your faith for what is coming, and to ensure that when I open the door, you have the courage to walk through it without turning back. But you must be ready, child, because some opportunities will not wait. They are tied to this appointed time and require a response that reflects trust, not uncertainty. There will be voices around you offering advice based on their own understanding, but only I know the way forward. My spirit will guide you with clarity when you quiet the noise and lean into my presence. I have been training you to recognize my leading in stillness, teaching you to discern when I say move and when I say wait. Now I need you to walk boldly when I whisper, go. There will be no need to strive or force what I have already ordained for you. When I open a door, no one can shut it, and what is meant for you will not pass you by. Trust the peace I place within your spirit, for it will confirm the direction even when logic cannot explain it. You will see alignments take place suddenly. People step into your life unexpectedly, and resources appear in ways you never imagined. Do not dismiss these divine moments as coincidence. They are confirmations that my hand is upon you and that I am fulfilling promises spoken long ago. Be cautious, though, because not every open door is from me. Some opportunities are distractions designed to pull you off course. That is why I need your spirit to be attentive and your heart surrendered, for my wisdom will separate my plan from the counterfeit. You will know the difference because what comes from me will bring peace, clarity, and strength, while what is not from me will breed confusion, exhaustion, and compromise. Do not chase what glitters and miss what carries eternal value. The favor I am releasing will place you in environments where your gifts will flourish, but it will also require humility and obedience to sustain what I entrust to you. Do not fear the unfamiliar, for I am going before you to prepare the way, surrounding you with a grace that cannot fail. Every step you take in alignment with me draws you closer to promises you thought were lost, dreams you believed were buried, and breakthroughs you stopped expecting. I am restoring what was delayed, reviving what seemed forgotten, and breathing life into what you believed was finished. But this next chapter will require courage, the kind that walks forward even when the outcome is not fully revealed. Trust my timing, child, because I have been preparing this moment long before you even knew to ask. The doors I am opening now are not just for provision, but for positioning. Not just for blessings, but for influence. And not just for you, but for those I have called you to impact. Step forward boldly, knowing that I have gone ahead of you, and hold firmly to the assurance that what I release cannot be undone by anyone or anything. My beloved, there are people depending on your obedience. What I have placed within you carries an impact that reaches far beyond your own life. The steps you take today are not just shaping your journey, but also influencing destinies connected to your decisions. There are hearts waiting for the light I have placed inside you, lives that will find hope because you chose to listen when I called, and blessings tied to your faithfulness that will flow into the lives of many. Do not underestimate the weight of your yes. When you align with my will, I position you as a vessel through which my goodness reaches others. You have prayed to make a difference, and I have heard every word. Now I am creating opportunities where your obedience will unlock transformation, not only for you, but for those who encounter what I have poured into you. The enemy has been relentless in trying to silence your influence, planting fear and doubt to keep you from stepping into the fullness of your assignment. But he cannot stop what I have set in motion. Type yes if you are ready for the blessings that you are about to receive. And if you believe in Christianity, kindly show your support for our community by contributing super thanks from $50 to $100. Every attack designed to wear you down has only refined your strength. Every setback has built your endurance, and every closed door has redirected you toward the path where your impact will multiply. This is not just about you receiving blessings. It is about you becoming a channel for blessings to flow. The favor I am placing upon your life will position you to lift others, to encourage the broken, and to speak life into those who have forgotten their worth. But to carry this, you must remain surrendered, willing to trust me even when the cost feels high. There will be sacrifices required, moments where you must choose faith over comfort, conviction over compromise, and purpose over approval. Some will not understand your choices, others may even question your path. But I have not called you to please everyone. I have called you to fulfill what I have spoken over your life. The influence I am giving you is not for recognition, but for transformation. And the assignments I release into your hands will ripple across families, communities, and generations. You are stepping into a season where the seeds you have sown quietly in faith through tears will begin to produce fruit far greater than you imagine. What you thought was small has been growing beneath the surface. And soon what I have nurtured in secret will be revealed publicly for my glory. Do not fear this unveiling, for I have equipped you with everything necessary to carry what is coming. My Spirit will lead you in wisdom, guiding your words, actions, and relationships so that you move with grace and purpose. But be cautious, child. Influence attracts opposition. There will be those who misunderstand, envy, and seek to distract you. But keep your heart fixed on me, and I will shield you from every scheme. I have already gone before you, preparing divine connections, aligning partnerships, and placing you where your voice will carry weight. The people I bring into your path will not be an accident. They are assignments carefully placed to walk alongside you, to strengthen what I am building, and to help accomplish the greater work. You have been asking me to show you where you belong, and I am now positioning you where your gifts will flourish and your calling will expand. Do not resist the shifts I orchestrate, even when they lead you into unfamiliar territory. Where I guide you is where your purpose will grow. Stay rooted in humility, for pride will hinder what I am doing, and remain sensitive to my Spirit, for your obedience in small things will open doors no effort of your own could unlock. This is not the time to retreat into comfort or hide in fear. This is the moment to rise, to embrace your assignment fully, and to walk in the authority I have placed within you. The lives attached to your obedience are waiting, and through your yes, my light will reach places you never thought possible. Stand firm, child. Move forward boldly. You are stepping into a season where your influence will multiply, your purpose will deepen, and the impact of your faith will extend further than you have ever dreamed. My beloved, what feels like delay has only been preparation. While you have questioned why certain promises have taken so long to unfold, I need you to understand that every moment has been intentional. There are blessings I have planned for you that required foundations to be strengthened, character to be refined, and vision to be aligned before they could be released. You have endured seasons where prayers seemed unanswered, where doors remained closed, and where hope felt distant. But none of it was wasted. I have been shaping you, protecting you, and aligning everything around you for the appointed time that is now approaching. What I am about to bring into your life requires maturity, humility, and resilience. And through every test, I have been preparing these qualities within you. The waiting has not been punishment, but positioning. If I had given you what you asked for too soon, it would not have lasted. But now, you are stepping into a moment where what I release will be secure and unshakable. Do not look back with regret on the time you think was lost. I am the Redeemer of seasons, and I will restore in fullness what you believed was gone forever. The relationships that ended, the opportunities that slipped away, and the resources you thought were missed. I am bringing back better, greater, and perfectly aligned replacements. While you waited, I was building a strength within you that nothing can break, giving you wisdom born from experience, and shaping your heart to handle the blessings ahead without being consumed by them. The very areas where you felt overlooked are the same places I am preparing to display my favor. I have seen your endurance when no one else noticed, your quiet faithfulness when you had every reason to give up, and your choice to hold on when everything around you told you to walk away. Those moments were not unseen by me. I have recorded every act of faith, every hidden sacrifice, and every step of obedience, and they speak loudly before my throne. I know the waiting has been stretching you, but that stretching was necessary to make room for what is coming. The space I am creating in your life is not just for small blessings. It is for abundance, for overflow, for breakthroughs that will reach beyond you and into the lives of those connected to your story. You have been tested so that when the release arrives, your heart will be anchored in gratitude and your spirit will know where the blessing came from. Do not allow weariness to cloud your vision, for you are closer than you think. Everything is aligning behind the scenes in ways you cannot see. Soon the delays that once frustrated you will make perfect sense as you witness doors opening with precision. I have been preparing opportunities where my favor will go before you and give you access to things your effort alone could never achieve. There will be sudden shifts, unexpected alignments, supernatural connections, and divine acceleration. When it happens, you will realize it was worth every moment of waiting. But this requires readiness. The promises I have prepared are too significant to enter carelessly. Guard your heart, stay close to my presence, and keep your spirit sensitive to my leading, for I am directing you step by step. The distractions designed to pull you off course will intensify, but your focus must remain steady on me. Trust that I know when, where, and how to release what you have been believing for, and rest in the assurance that I have not forgotten a single thing I have spoken over you. The season of delay is shifting into a season of fulfillment. Soon, what once seemed impossible will unfold before your eyes. Take courage, child. The waiting was never wasted. You are about to step into a chapter where everything begins to make sense, where prayers meet answers, and where promises become reality. My beloved, you survived attacks designed to destroy you, battles meant to break your spirit, and storms that came to steal your faith. Yet here you are, still standing. The enemy thought the weight of what you faced would crush you, but I was there holding you steady, surrounding you with my strength when yours was gone. There were moments when darkness tried to overwhelm you, when fear whispered that you would not make it through, and when people you trusted walked away, leaving wounds you did not know how to heal. Yet, every time the forces against you gathered, my hand was covering you. My angels were defending you, and my grace kept pulling you through. What you thought would destroy you has only revealed the resilience I placed inside you. You did not realize it, but every battle you endured was training, shaping you into the person I have called you to be and preparing you for victories you could not yet see. Those painful seasons taught you how to fight, not in your own strength, but through my power working within you. You have been tempered like steel in the fire, and what once wounded you deeply has now equipped you with wisdom that cannot be taken away. I know you have questioned why certain hardships were allowed to happen, why doors closed unexpectedly, and why betrayal came from places you never imagined. But child, none of it was without purpose. I have used every challenge to position you for greater strength, discernment, and authority in this new season. The opposition you faced was not proof of my absence. It was confirmation of your calling. The enemy targeted you because of what I have placed inside you, and because he sees the potential of the destiny written over your life. But hear me clearly. He has not won, and he will not win. You are still here because I have sustained you. What lies ahead is far greater than anything you have left behind. I have been preserving you, protecting you from dangers you could not see, and preparing blessings that your struggles have been building toward all along. Do not dwell on what was lost, for I am bringing restoration in ways you cannot yet comprehend. The tears you cried have been seen, the sleepless nights have been recorded, and the silent battles you fought have not gone unnoticed. I have captured every moment. Now comes the time when what the enemy tried to steal will be returned in greater measure. You will not leave this season empty-handed. I am giving back peace where there was torment, joy where there was sorrow, strength where there was weakness, and provision where there was lack. This is not just recovery, it is overflow. I am not simply restoring what was taken, but multiplying it so that you walk into a future richer than the pain of your past. Take this to heart. The same battles that once terrified you will soon become testimonies that inspire others. Your story will become a light for those walking through darkness. The same comfort I have poured into you will flow through you to heal others. That is why the fight was so intense, because the impact of your life reaches further than you know. Every scar tells a story of survival. Every wound marks a place I have healed. And every victory reveals my faithfulness. Do not fear the attacks ahead. They are only shadows compared to the power within you. You have grown, child, and the authority I have given you through endurance cannot be shaken. From this moment forward, walk with confidence, knowing that I am with you, that my Spirit empowers you, and that my promises remain unbreakable. You have come through fire and flood, yet you stand here chosen and unshaken. And I will use every trial to catapult you into the very purpose for which I created you. My beloved, do not underestimate the power of the choice before you, for this moment carries eternal weight. Heaven and earth are watching what unfolds next. You are standing at a turning point, and the decisions you make now will shape not only your present, but also the generations connected to your journey. There is a path I have designed specifically for you, one where my promises align perfectly with your obedience, but it requires your complete trust. I will not force you to walk where I am leading. I invite you, but I also warn you, hesitation in this season will cost far more than you realize. There are blessings I have prepared that are tied to this appointed time, doors that will remain open only for a while, and opportunities that will shift the trajectory of your future. If you allow fear or doubt to guide your steps, you will miss what I have positioned for you. Yet, if you move with faith, even when you cannot see the entire path, you will step into a flow of favor and provision unlike anything you have ever known. The adversary knows the weight of this moment, which is why he has been pressing harder than ever to cloud your judgment, confuse your thoughts, and weaken your resolve. He will try to distract you with noise, present shortcuts that lead you away from my alignment, and surround you with voices that seem wise but are not from me. That is why your spirit must remain anchored in my presence. Only there will you find the clarity to choose rightly. I have given you my Spirit to guide you, to nudge you, and to whisper truth when the world offers deception. Trust what I place in your heart, for I will never contradict my word, and my peace will confirm when you are on the right path. Do not look to circumstances to validate my leading. What I am asking you to do may look impossible, but where I guide, I provide. The steps I call you to take will require courage, but I will equip you with everything needed to fulfill what I have spoken. I have already prepared the way ahead, arranging divine alignments, positioning key relationships, and removing obstacles that once seemed unmovable. But you must decide, will you remain where it feels safe, or will you step into the unknown where my promises are waiting? My child, hear me. Safety is not always where my will resides, and comfort is not always the place of calling. Sometimes I lead you through uncharted waters, not to harm you, but to show you the depths of my power working through your surrender. You have been praying for change, for a breakthrough, for a new chapter. And now I am opening the door. Only you can choose to walk through it. Do not allow the weight of the past to keep you bound where I am no longer working. Do not let guilt convince you that you are unworthy of what I am giving, for I have already covered your mistakes with grace and rewritten your story with redemption. What lies before you is not determined by where you have been, but by whether you trust me enough to move where I lead. Understand this. What I have prepared is bigger than your understanding, greater than your imagination, and beyond your control. But it begins with your yes. One act of obedience in this moment will unlock blessings, opportunities, and influence that ripple through your future and into the lives of others. This is why the choice carries so much weight. It is not just about you, but about those tied to your destiny. I have been waiting for this alignment, preparing this season, and calling you higher because I know what is ahead. Do not let fear steal what faith was meant to claim. Do not let hesitation rob you of the breakthrough you have been praying for. The moment has come, child. Choose me. Choose trust. Choose to walk boldly into the unknown. For on the other side of your yes, I have prepared more than you have dared to believe. My beloved, I am placing you in alignment with miracles that cannot be explained. The shifts taking place around you now are the beginning of something greater than you have imagined. What I am orchestrating goes beyond what human understanding can grasp. It is supernatural, intentional, and perfectly timed. You have prayed for open doors, and I am not just opening one, I am unlocking pathways that will lead you into a season where favor will surround you, resources will flow, and opportunities will arise in ways you never expected. The alignments happening now are not a coincidence. They are divine connections prepared long before you even knew to ask. People are being positioned, relationships are being formed, and circumstances are being rearranged so that when the moment comes, everything you need will be within reach. But I need you to stay close to me, because miracles require sensitivity to my leading. If you try to force what I have not released yet, you will only exhaust yourself and delay what I have set in motion. Wait for my instruction and move when I prompt you. Timing will be everything in this season. Do not compare your journey to others, for what I am doing in your life is unique. The blessings I am preparing are tailored specifically for your assignment and cannot be measured by anyone else's story. Be patient with the process, even when it seems slow, because behind the scenes I am aligning details you cannot yet see. Trust that I am working on your behalf, moving in places your feet have not yet reached, and preparing answers to prayers you have spoken only in silence. These miracles will not be the result of striving, manipulation, or control. They will be the fruit of surrender. Your role is not to make them happen, but to remain positioned where I can release them. That is why I have been teaching you dependence, drawing you into deeper prayer, and training you to recognize my voice when distractions try to drown it out. In the days ahead, you will begin to see signs confirming that I have gone before you. Opportunities will arise suddenly, conversations will shift unexpectedly, and resources will come from places you never imagined. Do not dismiss these moments. They are evidence that I have been working long before you realized it. My favor will open doors that skill alone could not, and my power will place you where effort could not reach. But child, understand this. Miracles are not simply given to impress you. They are sent to position you, to draw you deeper into my presence, and to align you with assignments that impact more than your own life. I am setting you up to influence people you have not met, to step into spaces you did not know were meant for you, and to carry hope into places still covered in darkness. This is bigger than your needs. This is about advancing my purpose through your obedience. That is why staying close to me matters now more than ever. The noise will grow louder, but my whisper will guide you through it. Guard your spirit, for not every open door is from me, and not every opportunity will lead where I am taking you. The miracles I release will come with peace, clarity, and confirmation. They will align with my word and strengthen your faith, not weaken it. Do not chase signs. Allow them to follow you as you remain in my will. I am not asking you to figure out how everything will happen. I am asking you to trust that I have already made the way. When the alignment is complete, you will look back and see how every delay, every redirection, and every closed door led you precisely to this moment. I have been working beyond your sight, weaving together pieces of a plan greater than anything you could design. Soon, what felt scattered will come together perfectly, and you will understand that I was always preparing you for this time. Keep your eyes fixed on me, for the miracles I am releasing will arrive suddenly, but your heart must be ready to recognize them. My beloved, the chains holding you back are already weakening. Everything that once seemed impossible is beginning to shift under the weight of my power. There have been limitations surrounding you, circumstances that felt unmovable, and barriers that stood between you and the promises I have spoken. But now I am breaking through what resisted you. What held you bound is losing its grip, and the doors you thought were locked are beginning to open, because my authority overrides every force working against your destiny. The heaviness that has pressed upon your spirit for so long is lifting. The weariness you have carried silently is being replaced with a strength you did not know you had. You are entering a season where freedom will no longer be a hope, but a reality. I am removing the weight of cycles that kept repeating, ending patterns that drained your joy, and shattering lies that convinced you change was impossible. What the enemy used to trap you, I am turning into a testimony. What once felt like failure will soon reveal itself as the setup for victory. My hand has been upon you even when you did not see it, and my spirit has been working deeply in places no one else could reach. I have been healing wounds that ran deeper than words, mending pieces of your heart broken by disappointment, and restoring the strength that trials tried to strip away. You fought battles no one else saw, and I know how tired your soul has felt. But hear me now, child. The struggle is not the end. It is the pathway to your breakthrough. I have been using every test to build endurance, every delay to increase your capacity, and every tear to water the seeds of what I am about to bring forth in your life. The limitations you faced are being replaced with open doors. The chains that tried to keep you in one place are snapping one by one as I release you into new levels of purpose and influence. This is why the opposition has felt heavier lately, because the enemy knows his hold is slipping, and he is desperate to distract you from stepping into freedom. Do not believe the whispers of fear or the accusations of failure, for I have declared you redeemed, chosen, and equipped for greater things. The past cannot define you when I have already rewritten your story. The weight of guilt, shame, and regret is being lifted from you now. I am breaking off everything that once convinced you that you were unworthy of my promises. Stand firm in the truth of who I have called you to be, and refuse to return to places from which I have delivered you. Where there was confusion, I am releasing clarity. Where there was bondage, I am establishing liberty. Where there was lack, I am pouring out abundance. And where there was fear, I am filling you with the courage to walk boldly into what I have prepared. But child, you must make room for the new by letting go of what no longer serves your destiny. Do not cling to what I have asked you to release, for the freedom I am giving requires trust. I know the unknown feels intimidating, but my plans are already secure, and every step I ask you to take is covered by my presence. Soon you will see the evidence of my hand like never before. Prayers answered, breakthroughs unfolding, and promises fulfilled. What seemed delayed was never denied. I was aligning everything perfectly so that when I opened the way, Nothing and no one could stop what I had ordained. Now is the time to step forward without hesitation. Walk boldly, for you are no longer bound by what once restrained you. The chains are gone, the barriers are falling, and I am placing before you a path cleared by my power. Trust me fully, child, for the freedom I am leading you into will not only transform your life, but will also impact others tied to your journey. There is a path being cleared ahead of you, one that has been hidden until this appointed time, and I need you to walk it with courage and confidence. For so long, you have wondered if I had forgotten your prayers, if the promises spoken over you were still alive. But every detail of this moment has been carefully prepared. You faced obstacles that seemed impossible, seasons that tested your faith, and setbacks that made you question your strength. Yet none of these have stopped what I have destined for you. Every delay, redirection, and closed door has been working together to guide you exactly where I need you to be. You may not see the full picture yet, but I have been orchestrating every step, ensuring that the road ahead is secure and that nothing will block you from what belongs to you. I have moved situations, shifted hearts, and aligned opportunities in ways beyond human understanding, so that when you arrive, everything will be ready for your next chapter. But my beloved, this is a path that requires boldness. You cannot carry old fears into new seasons. The hesitation that once held you back must be left behind, for where I am leading you now demands full trust. There will be moments when you feel the weight of uncertainty pressing against you, but remember this: I go before you, I walk with you, I strengthen you. You are not stepping into this unknown alone. My presence surrounds you like a shield, and my spirit will guide you with precision. Do not be afraid when the path looks narrow, for I have already removed the hidden traps set to harm you. Do not worry when opposition rises, for I have gone ahead to fight battles you have not yet seen. What I have prepared cannot be undone by fear, failure, or the plans of those who wish to see you stumble. The road I have marked for you is secure, because my authority establishes it, and no power in heaven or on earth can overturn what I have decreed over your life. Yet, child, understand this: your steps must be intentional. I will light the way, but you must walk in alignment with my instructions. I have been training you to hear my voice above the noise, to discern when I am saying move and when I am saying wait. This sensitivity will be your greatest strength in this season. Stay connected to me. Let prayer be your compass and my word be your anchor. The distractions will come, but your focus must remain unshaken, for the decisions you make now will carry lasting consequences. Where I am taking you, provision will meet you at every step. Favor will open unexpected doors, and influence will reach places you never imagined possible. But these blessings are not simply for your gain. They are part of a greater plan to position you as a light, to demonstrate my power through your testimony, and to bring hope to those watching your journey. There are people assigned to encounter me through your obedience, and your faithfulness will unlock doors not only for yourself, but for them as well. This is why I have been preparing you so carefully. This is why the battles felt so intense. You were being shaped for this very moment, strengthened for the weight of what I am entrusting to you now. The path ahead is not without challenges, but you are no longer who you used to be. You are stronger, wiser, and more resilient because of where I have brought you. What once caused you to stumble will no longer have power over you, for I have equipped you to overcome. Move forward confidently, knowing that what lies ahead is greater than what is behind you. Keep your eyes fixed on me, your heart aligned with my will, and your spirit open to my leading. The path is clear, my beloved, and the promise is waiting. Step forward with courage, for this is the moment where preparation meets fulfillment, and everything begins to unfold exactly as I have designed. My beloved, I am placing new strength within you. It is a strength that is rising quietly, built from the seasons where you thought you could not continue, but still chose to hold on. Type yes if you are ready for the blessings that you are about to receive. And if you believe in Christianity, kindly show your support for our community by contributing super thanks from $50 to $100. Every trial you have endured, every silent battle you have faced, and every prayer you have whispered has been shaping the foundation of who you are becoming. What I am preparing you to carry requires endurance, and that endurance has been forged in the hidden places where no one but me could see your pain. You have been stretched beyond what you believed you could handle, yet your faith has not collapsed. This has positioned you perfectly for what is coming next. I have been molding your heart to withstand the pressures of your assignment and strengthening your spirit so it cannot be shaken by the storms ahead. What broke you before will no longer have power over you now. I have equipped you with discernment, sharpened by experience, wisdom formed in the fire, and resilience anchored in my presence. You may have felt overlooked, but nothing about your journey has been wasted. Every moment has been preparing you for elevation. Soon, the strength I have been building within you will meet opportunities designed specifically for the gifts I placed inside you. Doors you could not open in your own power will swing wide because I have gone ahead of you, securing the way before you even arrive. My favor will accompany you into rooms where your name has already been spoken. What seemed impossible before will become reality because of what I have set into motion. But child, with greater opportunity comes greater responsibility. I am calling you higher, asking you to steward the influence I am giving you with humility and grace. Stay close to me, for it is in my presence that you will receive the instructions necessary to navigate this next chapter. Do not let pride take root when promotion comes, and do not let fear hold you back when challenges rise. You will need to walk with balance, boldness rooted in faith, and gentleness grounded in love. The strength I have given you is not only for overcoming personal battles, but also for lifting others who are weary. You will encounter people who are walking roads you once traveled, carrying burdens you once bore. I will use your story to breathe hope into their darkness. What I have healed within you will become healing for someone else. What I have restored in your life will become a testimony that breaks chains for others. Do not underestimate the power of your journey. I have been shaping you not just for your own breakthrough, but to become a vessel of breakthrough for many. And while the battles ahead may test you, remember that I have already gone before you, securing every victory you will need. The same hand that carried you through the fires of yesterday will sustain you through the challenges of tomorrow. Do not let the weight of the unknown steal your peace. I have already written the ending, and my plans for you remain unshakable. Keep your focus steady, your heart soft, and your spirit ready, because sudden shifts are coming. Unexpected alignments, divine opportunities, and supernatural provision will begin to unfold in ways you never thought possible. It will not happen through striving or forcing. It will flow from staying aligned with me. The strength I have placed inside you will carry you into territories where others doubted you could stand. My spirit within you will give you the words, the courage, and the wisdom needed for every step. Do not be afraid, my child, for I am walking with you into this new season, and nothing formed against you can stop what I have ordained. Hold tightly to what I have spoken, lean fully on my promises, and trust the strength I have given you, for it is leading you into the fulfillment of what I have prepared since the very beginning. My beloved, I am calling you deeper into my presence, because what is coming requires a clarity you can only find when you are near me. The next steps I am leading you into cannot be navigated by human understanding alone. They demand a heart that listens, a spirit that discerns, and a faith that walks without seeing the entire picture. I have been whispering to you in the quiet moments, drawing you closer so that you will not miss the instructions I am releasing. This season is critical, and your ability to hear me above the noise around you will determine how smoothly you step into what I have prepared. There are distractions designed to cloud your vision and pull your heart away from alignment, but I am teaching you to silence every voice that does not carry my truth. You cannot afford to allow fear, confusion, or doubt to influence your decisions. Where I am taking you, obedience must come before understanding. The path will not always make sense to your mind, but trust that my wisdom sees far beyond what your eyes can comprehend. My spirit is your guide, and I will confirm my leading through a peace that cannot be shaken and through signs you will recognize when you remain still before me. This is not the time to rush ahead in your own strength, nor to hesitate when I prompt you. Timing will be everything in this unfolding. Stay near to me, child, for my presence will be your protection and your compass. I will speak in ways you least expect, through quiet impressions, divine alignments, doors that open effortlessly, and those I intentionally keep shut. Trust these nudges, for they are my hands steering you away from hidden traps and into places where my favor rests. I know the weight of the decisions before you feels heavy, but you are not walking into this alone. My counsel surrounds you, my angels are positioned beside you, and I have already gone ahead to make crooked paths straight. Every detail of your journey has been carefully prepared. Nothing you are facing has caught me by surprise. I see beyond what is visible, and I know how to lead you through complexities you cannot yet perceive. But for this, I need your undivided attention. Set aside the noise of comparison. Release the pressure of trying to figure everything out at once, and lean into the stillness where my voice becomes clear. I am inviting you into a deeper intimacy with me, where your faith will grow stronger, your discernment will sharpen, and your confidence in my promises will rise above every doubt. In my presence, confusion fades, fear loses its power, and clarity is restored. Stay anchored here, and the uncertainty you feel will transform into unshakable trust. The distractions will grow louder, the temptations will feel stronger, and the enemy will try to plant seeds of uncertainty in your heart. But do not listen to the noise when I am speaking peace over you. I will never compete for your attention. I wait for you to draw closer. Seek me before you move, and I will make your steps sure. Seek me before you decide, and I will align the outcome with my perfect will. Seek me before you speak, and I will give you words filled with grace and power. This season will separate those who lean on my voice from those who are swayed by what they see. I am calling you to be one who chooses trust, not fear. My beloved, this is the moment to press into me more than ever before. Do not rely on your own understanding, for my ways are higher than yours, and my plans are unfolding in ways far beyond what you could imagine. Stay close, remain surrendered, and keep your heart sensitive to every whisper of my spirit. I promise you, child, if you stay near me, you will not miss what I have prepared, and nothing will be able to derail what I have destined for your life. My beloved, the season you are stepping into carries a weight unlike any other. I need you to be ready, spiritually, mentally, and emotionally, because what I am about to release requires a heart fully surrendered to me. The shifts taking place around you are not random. They are part of a greater plan woven carefully through time to position you exactly where you need to be. There will be moments when it may feel overwhelming. Things I release cannot be stolen by opposition. Remain steadfast, trust my leading, and keep your eyes fixed on me. For I am bringing you into a place where promises are fulfilled, where faith becomes sight, and where every prayer finds its answer. You are closer than you realize. Child, keep walking, keep trusting, keep believing. I am with you, and I will not fail you. My beloved, this is the season where I am awakening everything within you that has been lying dormant. The dreams you buried, the hope you thought had faded, and the strength you did not know remained inside you. You have been through valleys where exhaustion clouded your vision, and seasons where you questioned whether you had anything left to give. But I have been breathing life into the places you thought were dead. What you considered forgotten has only been waiting for this appointed time. Now I am calling forth the gifts I placed within you, stirring the purpose I wrote into your story before your first breath, and unlocking the confidence to step boldly into what I have prepared. My spirit is fanning the flames of passion, faith, and vision within you, not because of what you have earned, but because of who you are to me. I have chosen you, and nothing can change that. The setbacks you endured, the moments you felt overlooked, and the silent prayers you thought I did not hear, all of it has brought you to this point. You are stepping into alignment with my perfect design, where everything that seemed scattered will begin to make sense. I have been piecing together fragments of your journey into a greater picture, weaving trials and triumphs into a masterpiece that only I could create. But child, understand this. Awakening requires movement. You cannot stay in the same places of doubt and expect to see transformation. I am calling you to rise, to take steps of faith, and to believe again, even when your surroundings do not yet reflect what I have promised. Do not allow fear to paralyze you, or hesitation to silence the calling within you. The voice of insecurity will try to convince you that you are unqualified, but my grace has already equipped you with everything needed for this assignment. Trust that what I have placed inside you is enough, because I have declared it to be so. You will see new doors opening, opportunities that require courage, conversations that shift your direction, and connections that accelerate your journey. These are not random. They are divine alignments set into motion by my hand. As these moments unfold, stay sensitive to my leading, for discernment will be key in knowing where to step and when to pause. Not every opportunity is yours, but the ones meant for you will come with a peace that cannot be shaken and a clarity that cannot be denied. My beloved, you have been praying for a breakthrough, and I am showing you now that you carry more authority than you realize. The same power that raised the dead resides in you, giving you the strength to overcome opposition and to walk boldly into places others said were closed. Do not underestimate what I can do through you when you surrender completely to me. The battles you faced were never meant to define you, but to refine you, shaping your faith until it becomes unshakable. What once intimidated you will no longer hold power over you, because I am awakening a deeper confidence rooted in my presence. This awakening is not only for your benefit, it is for those I have called you to impact. There are lives waiting to encounter me through your obedience, hearts longing for the hope that your testimony will release, and chains that will break because of the light you carry. You are stepping into an influence that reaches far beyond yourself. But you must remain anchored in humility. Keep your eyes on me and your heart surrendered, for pride will disrupt what I am building, but dependence will keep you aligned with my plan. My precious child, if these words stirred your spirit, they were meant for you. Don't let this divine moment pass by like just another message. This was heaven's whisper, calling you deeper, closer, higher. If you felt the pull in your heart, it's because I am awakening something eternal within you. Come back here often, for I will keep speaking. I have more to reveal, more to pour into your soul. Your journey is not over, it's only beginning. Subscribe now, not just to a channel, but to a divine lifeline. Tap the bell so you never miss another moment of my voice reaching for you. Amen.